in a world created by Kickstarter, presented by Gun Media.
There's Friday the 13th, and today on Abrogated Gamers, we are going to review it. Sit tight and prepare for battle.
Okay, pros. It seems like no games are ever the same. Like, all the items are randomly spawned. Jason spawns in 3 different set locations. Consulars spawn in different spots. They never seem to be the same. However, the endings always differ a little bit between who survives and who dies, which is a pretty good pro.
Pros of the game, ultimately it's fun with people. It's fun when you don't know people. It builds communication. I like it. Cons, user interface. Or as far as like you as a player being able to do something as big. Honestly, my biggest gripe in the game is just it's so wonk. It's just so wonk. I mean, all the other stuff is just fun and cute and whatever with the game, and it really puts in that horror vibe. And I don't think there's another game out there like this one. So the cons would just be the movement.
Really? That's the only con you can think of? I can think of one really big one right off the bat, which is only one cinematic entrance.
Oh yeah, that's kind of goofy to me, you know.
And no matter what map you're playing, it's always the same entrance.
Yeah, and that could honestly dial into less replayability in the game.
Yeah.
That you're getting the same fucking thing every time, you know, just in a different code or a different place, you know. It's not even the different person being scared. It is literally the same guy getting stabbed, and then the same guy getting scared, and then you guys run away, and you play the game.
Yeah. Another flaw which they are working on as we speak is network issues. There's been several times when you're playing a game and you're almost winning, and then the game will crash, or you'll disconnect, or whatever. There's always seems to be a network issue.
Yeah, or you get in games and then somebody's just sitting there for the longest fucking time, not doing anything, and it really drags the game on, or it'll drag on the lobby, and it's just a lot easier just to get a group of friends together rather than get into with a group of randoms. However, when you do, it's generally a good game, but when it's bad, boy, is it bad.
Oh yeah, I can totally agree with all of that. Okay, with the maps. There are, in Friday the 13th, there are 4 maps. The Packanack, Crystal Lake, Higgins Camp. No, there's only 3. That's right, because they've got random. However, more are supposed to be coming in DLC. They have announced that.
Well, that's good. That'll break it up a little bit. The maps that are on there already are just... They're all kind of the same map, but different map. They're fun. They're all fun. They all bring up that horror vibe. It would be nice to see like some sort of like different cutscene for the maps, other than pretty much the same cutscene of the same guy's horror face every time when you load onto it. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah.
Goddamn. Mommy's boy. Oh god, I shit myself. That kind of look.
Yeah, the same guy gets fucking an axe or stabbed by the fucking Jason.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Also, the map doesn't seem to favor Jason versus everyone else differently. Now, however, Crystal Lake does have a huge Jason favor in it because it's 50% water. So Jason, if you get to the water, you're Jason's. Like, you might as well tag yourself victim right away.
Seriously, Jason in the water he's a shark. That boy can swim.
Yeah, he can. Also, with the maps, the random spawning doesn't always feel like random to me. Because there's been several times where I start playing a game and, oh look, I'm at the big mansion. Every time. It's like, yeah, random my ass. However, Jason's house, or the hut that he spawns in, is usually moves between 3 different points on each map. It never seems to be in the same spot twice. for my playing experience.
Anyways, as far as the maps, they're decent maps. They've got a good cinematics, or a good look to them.
And
But
the amount of detail they put into each map
Mhm.
really hits home for me, because when you walk in, you can see like not just a bare bones cabin, like it's an actual cabin that looks lived in. There's items on the table, there's stuff in the drawers, like it just looks lived in or used. Which,
I mean, you've got a few. I mean, you've got a few unique buildings from map to map, but they've got the same basic generic cabins for each map.
that's
I don't know. I don't know if that's to help the players like root around, but I don't know. For me, it'd be kind of nice for each map to have its own set pieces.
true. Well, there are certain maps that have their own set pieces. Say archery range, the garage, the boat barn. And even the barn on one map. Like the barn, I always remember where the barn is, so that way I could run there, because sometimes a shotgun will spawn there, and that helps a lot.
Yeah, you're one shot against Jason.
The one shot to get away. It's the fuck it button 2.0.
Yeah.
Another thing with the maps is that your characters help you determine how you find your items. And the items seem to be based on your luck skill and not based on a random generator.
hmm Yeah, I really like that that they've made the characters each have their own strengths and weaknesses, and that you could add perks to each character in order to like tailor it to wherever you want to go.
Right.
Because at first I thought they were just different fucking skins for all these different people. I was like, why do I even bother? But no, upon further inspection, it's actually pretty decent. It's not the best customization, but it's something. It's for the amount of development that went into the game. It's something.
Right. Playing as the college kids, or
The cons.
the victims. There's a very steep learning curve with this, because the tutorial doesn't exactly cover everything you need to know. It gives you a pretty good, well-rounded effect, but game experience is what's going to get you what you need to survive. If
Yeah,
you can.
It's obviously what they aim for. They just they've been working on a pretty strict budget. They threw it in there. They just typed that shit up, and away you go. It's kind of how it is.
Yeah, it's very cut and dry. Like, okay, you need to escape, survive, something. Do it.
Here's all the stats. Here's this, and you can do these things.
Yeah. Figure it out, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It almost like leads you to want to go talk to other people to kind of figure out what they figured out and all that crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
But that's if you're like us and don't have friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was playing with a bunch of randoms, and then I figured out, hey, there's a proximity chat, which blew my mind, because games don't do that anymore.
Right?
And it helps the intensity of the game. Of I'm alone. There's no one here by me.
God, yeah, the intensity of this game, honestly, it's a lot of fun. That's what makes this game fun, is even when I'm like just playing with a bunch of random people, just Jason coming up, just the build up, like you had the camera, the VHS kind of like static there, and then the music eventually builds up, and then your character really just starts to freak out and panic. It's a lot of fun.
Especially because fear gives you tunnel vision, and you can't see the minimap anymore, you can't see your stamina, you have no idea what equipment you're using.
Movement and usage in general is pretty wonk.
Yeah, it
As a
doesn't
whole.
really have a whole lot of variety in the animations. However, there really doesn't need to be a whole lot of variety. However, a lot of their movements are slow. Like, picking something up takes too much time, it feels like.
Well, I'm running from Jason, and like I'm going to open this door, and I'm just a little too far back. So, I do something else, or I go to close the door, and I'm just a little too far ahead, and then the door shuts or reopens and some shit like that. It's wonk.
Or you go to open a window and you end up crashing through it because you were still technically running.
Yeah, everything's a little weird in this game. It needs to be tightened up quite a bit. If this were a Shep, we'd be thinking.
Oh, yeah. Although, as a college kid, you have several ways to escape, which is hiding for 20 minutes, which is lame. If you can do it, more props to you, but you're going to be there bored out of your mind.
Yeah.
Calling the police, escaping out of a car, and leave people behind, which I've done before. And then finding the boat, where if you can ever find the goddamn propeller, and that propeller is like a leprechaun, you can't find it.
He's a slippery little guy.
It does not exist. Okay. Playing as Jason, again, there's no really good way of explaining how everything works. It's just a simple slide-by-slide tutorial. Doesn't really tell you how to kill, nor does it tell you, hey, use the environment as well. But it doesn't tell you what environment you can use. I really would appreciate an actual tutorial.
Yeah, Jason's movements for breaking down like doors and such like that is rough.
So, it
rough.
takes way too long. Just, why do I have to keep pressing R, right trigger? Why can't I just hold right trigger? Why?
It's labor intensive, man.
Yeah.
Killing these consulars. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, the victims. Oh. And they try to get away. They just keep trying to get away from you.
Yeah, those fucking kids just trying to get away. All you want to do is just liberate them from the life.
Mama tells me to kill you.
I'll do what Mama tells me to do. She whispers sweet nothings in my ear.
So I have to admit, for a Kickstarter game, there is a huge amount of ways to kill somebody in the game. I've still found more ways to kill somebody than I thought I would find in the game.
Crush, strangle, stab, fucking stick them on a tree.
There's also electrocution I found out the other day.
Electrocution, that's cool.
You have to grab somebody close enough to the power box and slam them into it, and you can get electrocution kill. Didn't know that one until it happened to me. Well, that's how you find out people can die.
The animations as far as like the weapons for Jason, it's all the same though.
Yeah, it's
all the same animation as if he had an axe, although he has a fucking spear.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to watch. Although also with leveling up, you can customize your Jason to have different kill moves, and that's about the extent of it. Although every Jason is different. They all have different abilities, or not really say abilities, but like more resistance to stun, but takes more damage. Can't sprint as fast, but they do more damage to doors. Swimming, there's also a swimming one, which Jason already swims stupid fast.
Yeah, if you got a water heavy map, Jason, he can traverse that shit pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Although it's not saying it's bad, but like at the beginning it really helps out, but towards the end there, it's just like,
why do I have this? I have to admit, I've had a lot of fun playing as Jason. Hell, there's been times I'd come up to somebody in a proximity chat and I'd be like, tell me where your friends are! And they're like, okay, they're over here! Good, I'll be back. And then morph away, kill them, and come back and they're like, I need more. And then, like, once you find a sellout, the game is great. I can't believe I'm stealing out my teammates. Do you want to live or do you want to die later?
The fact that you can do that in a game like this really, that honestly adds price to the game. That adds that community, that rapport that you can build in the game just makes it a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, I also enjoyed playing the game and pretending that I'm Alucard from Team 4 Star. Like, breaking through a window, hey kids, want to see a dead body? Or walk by somebody and go, hey guys, how's the healthcare?
Oh, Jesus.
It throws people off because they don't expect it.
Yeah,
Right.
if you have friends, the game's a lot of fun. If you don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
friends, so you can just find random people and fuck with them. It's pretty good.
Yeah, mental games is half the game. Jason has a lot of work to do. There is a lot of, well, not really Jason has a lot of work to do. I'm saying, like,
You gotta
Jason...
cover a lot of ground as Jason. You gotta kill fucking,
Yeah.
six
Seven.
counselors? Seven counselors.
Yeah, if you're playing a full match and you're playing Jason, you gotta book it. Because odds are, when you start, somebody's close enough to a car battery or a gas tank or something. Just with a full game at least.
Yeah. Again, is the movements with Jason are super wonk. Grabbing somebody is tough.
Oh yeah.
At least for me, my first couple playthroughs, killing somebody is definitely difficult. Finding different ways on how to do it is also a little difficult, little steep learning curve there. I mean, you'll figure it out eventually, or see it in a couple of the matches, but still, it'd be nice to have a little bit more fluid movement.
And the one thing I enjoy is if you are doing terrible and the college kids are doing terrible as well, and the game lasts up until the final 5 minutes, you can get what is called rage mode, where you can break through doors easily, break through walls easily, and your abilities come back at half speed. Like, it is a lose scenario if you are not Jason. Because Jason can come at you full force and not worry about spending his powers or anything. He just goes. It is what I like to call the Terminator mode. Just destroy everything.
Yeah. The counselors, you guys have numbers. Jason
Has
not so
overwhelming
much.
sheer power.
Yeah.
So in the end, overall, the game is really, really fun for what it is. But is it $40 fun?
The answer is no.
For a Kickstarter game, I can see where they're going. I appreciate the direction. But $40 fun really isn't. For the amount of trouble the game has brought and just caused, and all the wonky mechanics and all the jank ass bullshit that's in it.
Yeah, it's not worth $40. It's worth
not.
like 15 to 20.
Yeah, if it came down to
let's be
20,
real.
if you're wondering on getting this game and you see it on sale for $20, buy it. Give it a shot. It's worth $20.
Yeah, if the single player came out with it at the same time, I'd say it'd be worth $40 if the single player is worth a damn.
Yeah, the single player is the DLC, and it's supposed to come out sometime in August, as said by Gun Media, which is the producer of this game.
Mhm.
Also, I really enjoy the 80s intro. Like, that really kicks it off for me, too.
Yeah, the very beginning when it's loading up.
The cheap
Yeah, I
ass
like
intro.
I like it. It's
Oh,
nice.
man. So overall, we give it a grand score of 58% worth your money. It's not really worth your money at $40. Again,
Yeah.
standing at 20, we'll be talking a different turkey.
Yep, I agree with that. Thank you for listening to our video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you did not, do not leave a dislike. In fact, just close out the window, leave your house, drive about 50 miles east, and you'll probably find one of us and just beat us up.
And when you do comment, please use the hashtag Fridays are for Snapchatting your genitals.
Abrogated Gamers, out.